We had one of these other spontaneous things that we did. We set up a dance. My folks had moved out to this big old farmhouse out west of St. Charles a little bit. And it had a dining room with a nice wood floor, and it wasn't a huge space, but we had a few barn dance company dances there. And then at some point we thought, wow, why don't we have a whole weekend? And I think I asked my folks, and they were, I think I did, I'm not sure. We set it up for the weekend after Thanksgiving, for the whole 3-day weekend there. And we invited people from Bloomington and from Michigan. There were a bunch of people that liked to play out there. I'm not sure that they had a real dance scene out there in Michigan. And, just we invited everybody. And we would get together, and it was like, you go to a festival these days, and it's, you have dancing from 7 to 10 in the evening, and you have workshops during the day and things like that. It's all scheduled. But this was just like spontaneous. We didn't have any set callers or any set band or anything like that. People would just kind of be playing in the living room there, and a dance would coalesce. So, and there were people playing music in the halls and in various rooms in the house, and it was all kind of potluck. So that was kind of fun.
Interesting, because that sounds like you basically hosted the first Breaking Up Thanksgiving, because that's the thing that still happens. Like the Chicago Barn Dance Company still usually hosts something after Thanksgiving. So,
do they?
Yeah.
Good. Well, that was we called it Breaking Up Thanksgiving, but it was pretty open. And there were just a lot of people from the Chicago area who would come to it. There was like this bluegrass band that the banjo picker was really enjoyed dancing. So he was kind of he'd bring his crew in, and there were just a lot of other people who were more into the music around the Chicago area. They didn't necessarily show up for the dances and things like that. So they'd show up at this, and it was like 3 days constant music and dancing.
Were your parents musicians or dancers?
No, they weren't. In fact, they were Southern Baptists.
Well, that's really generous that they did open their house for this.
Yeah. That's pretty great.
Would they go away, or did they stick around?
They would stick around. I think they enjoyed all the kind of energy. People were very respectful. Nobody was destructive. Nobody got out of hand. Even though there was a lot of alcohol involved.
And did people camp out, or how's there room for everybody?
It was a big house.
Mm-hmm.
There were just a lot of nooks and crannies where you could throw a sleeping bag, and there was a big attic, big open attic. I think a lot of people slept up there. I don't remember a whole lot of sleeping going on. And you might lay down somewhere for a couple hours. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I don't know that kind of thing goes on anymore. I learned so much by doing that, just not just by playing, but also by listening, hearing all these other people, and there was so much shared information. Who'd you learn that from, or what? You could say, play that little phrase again, and really kind of get it down. So, it seems like it's a little different these days when people are a little more reluctant to ask those kind of questions, and seems like a lot of people are reluctant to sort of give away their secrets.